I run a content agency, right? So I'm talking about agency owners. I'm talking about social media managers. I'm talking about course creators. I'm talking about whoever runs a service for a business for someone who is online. Okay. It could be an accountant. It could be a bookkeeper. It could be, let's see, what else? What other services? It could be graphic designer. It could be website designer, right? You get the gist. If you are building a business online, you can use one of these 5 strategies to get a new client literally this week. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Expand Lab YouTube channel. It has been a minute since I've been on here, but I'm super excited to hop back onto YouTube with some fresh content to truly give you all value in building the business of your dreams. So I'm going to hop right into the episode. Before I do, I want to share an amazing message that I got from a client yesterday. It just truly lit up my world and reminds me that this is why I do what I do. She said, "Y'all work so hard and my business would not be what it is without you. I can literally remember adding a team to my vision board back in 2020, and y'all are helping my vision become true." Now, that text message that I got yesterday is why I do what I do. I am here to build the visions. I'm here to implement the visions of dream-filled entrepreneurs who believe it's possible to live the life that they desire to live. So, without further ado, we are jumping in the episode today, and I'm going to be sharing the 5 ways that I would find a client. If I wanted to get 2 new clients next week, this is exactly what I would do in order to lock them in and get them signed on. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to get a new client for your service-based business. Okay, so let's talk about first what service-based businesses I'm talking about. So coaches, consultants, I want you to stay here, but specifically we're going to be talking about service-based businesses. You can definitely apply these strategies to your business, but it's going to be a little bit different based on what your specific business is. So for this strategy, how you're going to land a new client literally next week is through one of my 5 favorite strategies. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to save the best for last because I want you to kick it here with me and soak in all of the knowledge so you know exactly what to do next time you are needing a new client in your service-based business. Okay, so I run a content agency, right? So I'm talking about agency owners. I'm talking about social media managers. I'm talking about course creators. I'm talking about whoever runs a service for a business for someone who is online. Okay. It could be an accountant. It could be a bookkeeper. It could be, let's see, what else? What other services? It could be graphic designer. It could be website designer, right? You get the gist. If you are building a business online, you can use one of these 5 strategies to get a new client literally this week. So I'm going to talk about my number 1 favorite strategy that works like a charm every single time, and that is Upwork. Okay. Some of you probably might be rolling your eyes being like, "Oh, Upwork." I have been so successful on Upwork. I've been on Upwork for 3 years. Now, I want to let you know it does take some time to get going on Upwork. So if you are brand new to Upwork, I would recommend starting with smaller paying jobs to gain some reviews, do a great job, and then ask them to leave you a review. And then you keep doing that, okay? And then you're going to get 1 job, then you're going to get 2 jobs, then you're going to have 4 jobs, and you're going to have great reviews. You're going to start to seem like a credible person in that space. So Upwork is the best way currently for me and my business to get new clients. There are hundreds of thousands of jobs being posted on Upwork daily. And if you say that you can't find jobs on Upwork, you're simply lying to yourself. You just don't know the right way to do it. Okay. So if you're just ChatGPTing proposals, submitting cover letters just from ChatGPT, that makes sense that you're maybe not getting the jobs. I want you to intentionally respond to the job postings why you are the best person out of all these other people on Upwork to do this job. And I want you to come with social proof I'm not going to give away all of my secrets because you got to pay for that, quite frankly. But I want you to give social proof of why you're the person that's perfectly fit for this job, and really put some intentionality into responding to the jobs. Set a goal on your calendar to spend at least an hour on Upwork a day responding to job postings. I know it's probably annoying to, pay for connects or whatever. If you don't know what connects is, maybe you just skip to the next one. But Upwork is a gold mine for freelance work, for service-based businesses online. So do not sleep on Upwork, okay? Next, this is my hot tool, okay? So if you have a business that provides a service and you live in a big city, I want you to go on the Facebook groups of the city and find something similar to what you're doing and people who need that sort of work, right? So if I am launching podcasts for my clients, I'm going to go on the Spiritual Network in Austin, and I'm going to look for people who have talked about podcasting, who have wanted to launch a podcast, who maybe want to be a podcast guest, and who are in the podcasting space adjacent. Maybe there's coaches, maybe there's consultants, maybe there's spiritual teachers, maybe there's X, Y, and Z, right? I'm going to go and find a space online on Facebook in a group where those types of people hang out, and I'm going to go and do some research. I'm going to look and see who's chatted about podcasts, maybe who has a podcast, maybe someone who needs help with the podcast, and I'm going to send them a DM. Don't tell anyone. I'm going to send them a DM, but I'm going to make it personalized. I'm not some robot from across seas. I'm a human, and I'm like, hey, my name's Hannah. I found you. I want to give you a free resource that's going to help people actually buy from your sales page. Okay, so I know you're pouring hours into your business, but the sales page isn't converting. You've got the offer, you're showing up online, but people land on your page and then literally leave. I've helped my clients generate over 600K in sales using this exact checklist I'm giving away for free. It's called the Expand Lab Sales Page Checklist, and it shows you the 15 must-haves to turn your cold visitors into hell yes clients. So stop guessing, start converting, and download it now. Down below in the show notes to download the free checklist to know exactly what to put in your sales page, where, and how to do it. In this Facebook group that we're both part of, that I also value, and I know I also live in Austin, right? So I'm finding commonalities, I'm showing my personality, and I'm just like, I'm curious. Are you needing support in this area? Can I help you? This is what I've done, right? So I'm going to be sending out messages to people who I think I could provide my service to. Okay, so you can do that for whatever space you're in. Maybe there's a entrepreneurial group. So I'm so spoiled because I live in Austin, Texas, and this is just the entrepreneurial hub, right? So there's just a gold mine of businesses who need support. But let's say that there's an entrepreneurial group and I'm a website designer. Go and look for in those Facebook groups about people who have searched for web design or web development or graphic designer, right? And reach out to those people and see if they need support. So Facebook is a gold mine when it comes to finding clients in your service-based business. So do not sleep on Facebook. Next up, this is a new one for me, but we love a good outbound marketing strategy. So cold calling. Do not be afraid to pick up the phone and say, I saw you were doing this. I think that I could really help you. Let me tell you what I'm going to do to make you more money or give you more time back into your life. Okay? Lead with value. People, they don't have time for cold callers. So you got to jump to it. You got to sharpen up your sales skills and really show them that you are going to provide them value. And then ask them if they're interested in exploring that, right? So if I was a social media manager, I would go and do some research for 20 businesses that I would like to work with. Maybe it's in my city, maybe it's in surrounding cities, maybe it's literally across the country. I don't care if you want to cold call, if you have an online business. But what you can do is go and find businesses, right, who are not active on social media, who you feel you could really benefit if they had your services. So make a list of the 20 people, find the phone numbers, give them a ring-a-ling-ling, ring-a-ding-ding, and be like, hi, I noticed you guys haven't posted on social media in a while. I am a social media manager and I would love to offer you a free reel to show you what I can do to really help promote your product or service, right? This builds character. Like if you want to jump timelines when it comes to success in your business, cold call for fun. Okay. You can also pretend that you're not the business owner. You could just be like, I'm calling on behalf of Expand Lab, right? We would really love to help you in your business, X, Y, and Z. Offer them something. Give them some free value. Show them what you can do. Okay. So I encourage you, if you're going to do this, drop a comment below. I want to know who is brave enough to step out of their usual outbound marketing and go out there and get on a call with somebody to cold call. Okay. So the next one, I love this one. Again, this is going to be great if you live in a big city. If you don't, maybe travel to a surrounding city that has more people. There's always great ways to get involved with the local community. So go to a networking event and share what it is that you do with people, okay? If you are scared of this, if you're afraid to talk to people, this is going to be great growth for you, okay? This is an opportunity for you to own who you are, who you serve, what you do, and how you're making an impact in the world. So I want you to go find some sort of networking event. Maybe it's not a traditional networking event, but wherever your ideal client hangs out, if there's some sort of event that they're currently at, I want you to go to that event and I want you to have conversations with people and tell them what you do. And again, offer them free value. Offer them a free call. Have a conversation with them and see how you're able to help them. I'm so over this, like, my time is valuable, don't waste my energy. It's like, give value. Show people that you're interested. Obviously, our time is valuable. We don't want people to waste their time, but also come from this lens and this perspective of service that I want to give and I want to help others. And from that genuine place, that's an abundant place to come from. And you're going to see that received back to you. So go and leverage networking events to see how you can make connections in your local area. And if it's not that person, maybe they're going to introduce you to another person. I've had that so many times where I meet someone great, I have a conversation, I show them what I do, and then they're like, I'm actually good right now, I don't need that help, but I actually know somebody who's been looking for that. So do not underestimate the power of networking and referrals. Okay, so my last one on how you can get a new client for your service-based business, literally this week, is maybe my favorite because it's literally right under our nose. Okay, so if you've been running your business for anywhere from 1 to 3 years, maybe you're completely new, maybe you're getting your first client, but if you are someone who has had some time under your belt, you most likely have a list of warm leads that you've collected over the past time of you having a business. So that could be, maybe people signed up for your lead magnet and you have an email list that you could reach out to. Or there have been potential conversations that you've had with potential warm leads in the past that maybe it wasn't right timing or it didn't work out or they didn't have time to invest at this time, right? There is probably a plethora of warm leads that you are sitting on that you don't even know. I want you to go and scour your email list. I want you to go and look at emails, conversations that you've had with people in the past. If you have a list of warm leads that you've started collecting, even better. And if you don't, let me know if you need help on that training, and I will create a training on how to track lead lists to make sure that you can go and nurture some of the relationships even if time has passed. So for me, I have a list in Asana of all the people who I've ever had a conversation with, and I've been running my business for almost 3 years now. And so I have a ton of people who I can revisit, right? Maybe the timing wasn't right in 2022, but they remember me. We had a conversation. I'm going to circle back with them and be like, hey, John, how have you been? How's the business going? Just wanted to check back in. These are people who are already familiar with you. You've already had a conversation. Maybe you've already sent an offer to them, right? How can you maybe have a conversation, send them an email, say what's up, see, just you're thinking about them, you want to see how they're doing, invite them for a call, invite them for a coffee catch up, like just have a conversation and start to reawaken the relationship. So really, trust me, I bet if you've had a business for over a year, you're going to be able to find at least 10 people who you've had a conversation with that you can send an email to revive the relationship, revive the conversation, and see if they're interested in your services again. See if you could support them in any way. Ask if they need help with anything, right? So bringing that value, coming from that service lens, and see how it goes. If you found someone in that specific outbound marketing strategy, I want you to let me know in the comments. Let me know, hey, Hannah, I actually did have 10 people that I found. Thanks for letting me know. All right, you guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope that you guys can use one of these 5 strategies to go out there this week and lock a new client in your business. We are expanding. You are hitting your business dreams, and I want you to make sure that you stay connected to your vision as an entrepreneur and know that all of your dreams are coming to life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.